Greetings, everybody, and this is the first edition of the Anger Management with me, Pavlos Laguretos. You can find my plays at wt.buzz/pl. We're going to be doing card props for the big European leagues, and we're going to start it right off with an FA Cup match on Wednesday between Chelsea and Leeds. Goes live at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. We're going to get Chelsea plus half a card in the Asian total at -120. This is a very strange match because Leeds, they play in the Championship. That's a second-tier division in England, and they get very few cards. They actually have the second fewest cards in the Championship with just 1.6 cards per match. They're having a tremendous season so far. They're sitting second in that league, and they're ready for the promotion back to the EPL. But before that happens, they're gonna have to face EPL side Chelsea in this FA Cup match. Now, Chelsea, they've been really aggressive this season. They're leading the EPL in cards received with an average of 3.3 cards per match. That's twice the average of the Leeds cards average. And there's an opportunity for a nice bet there. Now, Chelsea, they just lost the Carabao Cup final against Liverpool on Sunday. There's bound to be some, tiredness and frustration. They don't play in the European competitions this season, and they're 11th in the EPL. So there's no guarantee that they're going to make it to the top 5 spots that grant a ticket to the European competitions for next season. But they can do so if they win the FA Cup. So they're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place right now, and Leeds are not going to make it easy for them. Leeds are a very good side. And I think Chelsea are going to have some problems here. Chelsea, they had the same amount or more cards than their opponents in 9 of their last 10 matches across all competitions, and in 4 of the last 5 cup matches. A testament of how, they're starting to feel like a cornered beast right now, and they just lash out at anybody. So take Chelsea plus half a card in the Asian cards spread at -120. Again, this bet wins if Chelsea get the same amount or more cards than Leeds. And we can even cast this if there are 0 cards in this match. So this bet only loses if Leeds get more cards than Chelsea, which I don't think is going to happen. So take Chelsea plus half a card at -120. Now we're going to look to another cup competition, and it's in Spain, the Copa del Rey semi-final between Bilbao and Atletico Madrid on Thursday, 3:30 p.m. Eastern. This is the second leg of this tie. Bilbao won the first leg on the road against Atletico Madrid by 1-0, and the matchup is now reversed. Bilbao are playing at home, and they need to defend that 1-goal lead. So if they win or draw, they move on to the final. And Atletico Madrid, they're in a tough place right now. They need to win by at least 1 goal to at least send this match to extra time. This is it's going to be a very aggressive match. The first leg had 6 cards, and the over 5.5 cards is 6-2 in the last 8 head-to-head matches. And all 5 head-to-head matches between the two sides in cup competitions, whether it's Copa del Rey, the Spanish Super Cup, or even the Europa League final, they all had 5 cards or more. So these two are in. They're not playing. So Atletico Madrid's match in the previous round of the Copa del Rey against Sevilla produced 9 cards. The match before that against Real Madrid produced 10 cards. And they even lost to Inter Milan in the Champions League round of 16 in the first leg a couple of weeks ago, which is also a knockout match of a very important competition. And that match had 6 cards as well. So Atletico Madrid are in a must-win situation right now, and they always get fired up when they're cornered like that. And if the match doesn't go their way, they're going to start kicking. And they have a coach, Diego Simeone, who is also, he probably needs anger management issues. He gets carded a lot. And he infuses his pass into his players. So and we always have to take a look at the referee, and the referee has some really nice card numbers, 4.9 cards per game this season, but he showed over 5.5 cards in 2 of their 3 cup matches so far. And last season he had an average of 5.9 cards per match in domestic competitions, and he dished out 13, 11, and 1 card in the 3 cup matches that he officiated. But the match with 1 card was between Barcelona and original side. It wasn't really competitive. But when this referee officiates competitive matches, he isn't shy of dishing out multiple cards. So I think there's going to be a lot of cards here, especially for Atletico Madrid. We can take over 5.5 cards at -117. I think that's a banger. And if you want to take another route, we can always take the red card at +250. But the over 5.5 cards looks like a lock. And these are two matches, midweek matches in the cups that I really love cards. And head over to my page, wt.buzz/PL for more plays, more free plays on cards. And I'm going to have a big play for Thursday in these cup matches.